Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, the fall of Star Wars, arguably. But this isn't a review of the movie, this is a review of the novelization by Terry Brooks. Now, this was based off the screenplay written by George Lucas, and it was done arguably better, but still it's not without its flaws. And this is the origin story of Anakin Skywalker, whom I'm sure you guys all know this story, but Anakin Skywalker in this novel, is a 9-year-old slave on this desert planet called Tatooine. And he's known nothing else. He's been a slave his entire life, until his entire life changes one day when he is introduced to this Jedi Knight named Qui-Gon Jinn. Now, the Jedi Knights are the peacekeepers of what is known as the Republic, which is the form of government. Now, the difference between the Republic and Tatooine is ruled by these slug creature gangsters called the Hutts, and the Republic is made up of a government. And the Republic doesn't exist on Tatooine, so that's why they're allowed to have slaves. But the Jedi Knights are peacekeepers, and the Qui-Gon comes to this planet when the Queen of Naboo, which is part of this Republic, they're protecting her, and something goes terribly wrong with their ship, and they are forced to land on Tatooine. And nothing happens by accident in Star Wars, as we all know. And so Qui-Gon is introduced to the slave boy, and he is pretty sure that Anakin is Force sensitive. He has all these Jedi traits, and he's this 9-year-old boy who just dreams of a better life. And his mother, Shmi Skywalker, just wants him to have a better life, and his mother knows that Anakin has always been special, and there's this thing called midichlorians that are essentially the living forces in the cells of Jedi, and Anakin has one of the highest midichlorian counts in all history, I believe. And he's a virgin, so there was no father, and there's this prophecy that there's this chosen one to bring balance to the Force, and Qui-Gon strongly believes that this child is the chosen one. So he brings him, he frees him by making a bet, which is really common on Tatooine, and with Anakin's owner, Watto. And Watto says, hey, if Anakin wins, you can have all the parts of my ship that you needed for your ship that broke down, and you can take Anakin. And so, obviously, Anakin wins, and he gets to no longer be a slave. And so begins this life as a Jedi. So, I gave this book 4 stars in total. It suffered a lot from the same thing that the film does, and it just drags. By the time you get to the end, you're kind of just like, okay, come on. Enough with all this politics and these politics and these politicians and everything. Just end. Yes, but if you want to see how the United States is going to look for the next 4 years, give this a read, because that's essentially what this is. And I gave Lucas a lot of crap over the years for being super unrealistic with all this government and political talk, but I was wrong. I was really wrong. George Lucas, good job at predicting the future. Good job. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep an eye out for my more in-depth discussion with Casey, comparing the movies and this novel. And until next time, guys, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.